Welcome to your 30-minute practice on self-love and compassion. My name is Natasha, and I'll be guiding you today. We're going to start in a comfortable seated position, either cross-legged or on your knees, with your spine tall and your hands resting gently on your lap. Begin to close your eyes if it feels comfortable for you, or soften your gaze. Take a deep inhale through your nose, filling your lungs completely. Exhale slowly and completely through your mouth, letting go of any tension with each breath out. As we embark on this journey together, let's leave behind the busyness of our outside world. In this space, allow yourself to be fully present, body and mind. With each inhale, breathe in peace and tranquility. With each exhale, release any worries or distractions. Inhale, peace. Exhale, release. Let's take a few moments to set an intention for our practice today. What brings you to your mat? What do you hope to cultivate during this time? Allow this intention to guide your practice and remind you of your purpose here today. We're going to begin today's class in a seated cat and cow. So gently open up your eyes and stay where you're sitting. You may adjust to a cross-legged position if you've been on your knees, or vice versa. As you exhale, you're going to round your spine, tuck your chin into your chest. And as you inhale, lift your head and your heart up to the sky, arching your back in the opposite direction. Exhale to round, and inhale to arch, feeling the stretch along our back. Just doing this a few more times at your own pace. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale, rounding the upper back. During class today, if you notice any tensions or resistance, I'd like you to approach it with kindness and without judgment. Coming onto our hands and knees into a tabletop position, ensuring that our wrists are under our shoulders and our knees are under our hips. Just move my cat out of the way. We're going to do some cat and cows here again. So as you inhale, reaching the head up to the sky, arching the back. And as you exhale, rounding the spine, tucking the chin, and looking towards the feet. Inhale to reach up, cat pose. Exhale, tucking that chin, stretching out that back. We're going to take just a few more cat and cows at your own pace. Continuing to arch the back and look up with every inhale, and rounding your spine with every exhale. Just warming up the back body. You look over your left shoulder towards your hip and over your right. When you're prepared to go into downward facing dog, placing the hands out in front of you, with your hips up and back. It's our first downward dog of the day, so you may feel like you need to pedal out the feet, open up the hamstrings, and one leg at a time. And when you're ready, coming to stillness, taking a breath in here. Opening up the back of our heart. I'm going to step up to the top of our mats in a forward fold. Allowing the body to hang heavy, allowing gravity to work here. If you feel like you have tight hamstrings, allow a gentle bend to the knees. And inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, reaching the arms up overhead, Tadasana. Exhale, lower the arms back down. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And exhale, back down. One more time, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, melting back down to the floor. Inhale, straight spine, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. We're going to step our left foot back into a high lunge, ensuring that the knee is over the ankle. We're going to do a little flow here. So on your exhales, we're going to round our spine, kind of like a cat pose that we did before. And on the inhales, reaching the crown of the head forward, extending, and exhale, rounding. Inhale, reaching forward, lengthening the spine, and exhale, rounding the back. Inhale, reaching forward. Coming into warrior one, just step that back foot up about an inch, reaching the arms up overhead, keeping that front knee bent and the hips squared to the front of the mat. We're going to cactus out our arms. As we exhale, we're going to bring our elbows together in front of us. And on an inhale, open them out to the side, creating space in our heart center. Exhale, round and bring the elbows together. Inhale, open and expand. Exhale, round and close. Inhale, open and expand. Straightening our front leg, bringing our arms down to our side. We're going to just hinge from our hips forward over that front leg. Coming down into pyramid pose. Lengthen the spine and then allowing gravity to work and folding it over that leg, knee to nose. And a deep breath in here. Exhale and release. I'm going to step that back foot up to the front, coming back into a forward fold. Allowing our arms to hang, or we can grab for opposite elbows and ragdoll. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, reaching our arms up overhead. Hands to heart center. Tadasana. Inhale, reach the arms up. Forward fold. Stepping the right leg back, we're going to come into a high lunge. We're just going to move through that cat and cow flow here in our lunges. Exhale, rounding the spine, looking towards our back foot. Inhale, reaching the crown of the head forward. Exhale, rounding that spine, ensuring that you're keeping power in that back leg. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, reaching forward, creating length. Coming back into warrior one, reaching the arms up over your head. Exhale, cactus the arms. On your next inhale, bring the elbows together in front of you and round the spine. Inhale, open up the heart center. Exhale, round. Inhale to open. And exhale just around the spine one more time. Inhale, reaching the arms out to the side. Straightening that front leg, arms down to your sides. Coming into pyramid pose on our other side, we're going to bend from the hips, keeping the spine long, lengthening out, and then allowing gravity to release. Allowing ourselves to surrender to love and acceptance. Bringing that back foot to the front of the mat, coming into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. From here, we're going to move into a twist. So placing our left hand in between our feet and our right hand on our hip, begin to slowly turn over into the right side. If it feels comfortable for you, bringing your arm up, reaching for the sky, either looking directly in front of you or turning your gaze up to your fingertips. With each breath, inhale love and exhale any self-doubt or criticism. Bringing our right hand to replace where our left hand was, bending our right leg, reaching our left hand to our left hip, and begin opening up to the left side. With every exhale, opening just a little bit more. And reaching that arm up to the sky if that's within your practice today. Continuing to reach the head forward, making sure your body is not collapsing. Coming back down into our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to come all the way down into our hands and knees here, back to tabletop, and start to prepare for puppy pose. So having the knees under the hips, reaching the hands slightly in front of us and off to the corners of our mats, we're going to melt our heart down to the floor, allowing the chin or forehead to rest on the ground. And if this is too much for your back, you may put your arms in front of your head, parallel, one over the other, and just rest your head on your forearms. Breathing deeply here into the back, surrendering to self-love and self-acceptance, and allowing every part of you to completely relax and be embraced by love. Coming up now, we're going to bring ourselves down all the way onto our stomach, lowering the forehead to the floor, feet on the floor, pelvis tucked into the floor. We're going to go through a couple rounds of cobra, so arms beside the shoulders. Inhale, reaching the chest up off the floor, nice and gentle here. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, reaching the chest up, the forehead up. Exhale, lower back down to the ground. On the next inhale, we're going to reach a little bit deeper here. Look over to the left side of the mat and lower down while you're still looking over to the left, placing your right ear on your mat. Inhale, reaching up. Looking over now to the right hand side and lowering your left ear down onto the mat. Inhale. Chest off the mat, just looking forward again and coming back down. We're going to do the deepest cobra here. On your next inhale, reaching the chest off the mat, looking up towards the sky if that feels comfortable for you, and lowering back down. On your next inhale, we're going to push up and back into downward dog. Good job. Just slowing down the breath here, pedaling out your feet, or just finding stillness. Pushing forward into a high plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rounding forward into high plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Just one more high plank here, and we're going to hold this one for a few breaths. Shoulders over wrists, navel tucked in towards the spine, engaging that core. Breathing here, downward facing dog. Walking your feet up to the front of your mat, we're going to come back into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping that left foot back, lowering the knee to the ground, we're going to come into a low lunge. Reaching the arms up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, clasping the hands behind your back. Making sure that your hips are squared to the front of the mat. Core is in tight. Really feeling the expansion and the opening of our heart center here. On our exhale, we're going to place the left hand down next to the right foot and our right hand on our right hip. As we exhale, we're going to open up to the right hand side. And if it feels comfortable for you in your practice, reaching the arm up overhead and gazing at your fingertips towards the sky. Lowering the arm back down. And stepping that foot back up into a forward fold on the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping the right foot back, lowering the knee to the ground. Inhale, reaching the arms up overhead. Exhale, bringing the arms behind you and clasping them behind your back. Squeezing those shoulder blades together behind your back. Inhale, looking up towards the sky, opening up the heart center. You may take a gentle back bend here. Exhale, bringing your right hand beside your left foot and your left arm up towards the sky, opening up to the left-hand side. You may look just directly in front of you or up towards your fingertips. When you're ready, bring your arm back down, and we're going to step into a tabletop position and just come to sit on your ankles. So we are going to move through a couple deep back bends here. If this is not within your practice today, I invite you to come into a restorative child's pose by placing the tops of your feet on the mat and lowering your chest over your thighs and your arms alongside your body. If you're going to practice with us, we're going to do 2 rounds, one of a gentle camel, and then we're going to go into the full expression of the posture. So we're going to begin with our knees hip width apart and placing our hands on our lower back with our fingertips pointing down. And as you inhale, lengthen your spine, and on your exhale, begin to lean back, keeping your hips over your knees. I'm just going back with every exhale to where is comfortable in your practice. Continuing to breathe and keeping your core engaged. And when you're ready, coming right back up to your knees and sitting back down on your ankles. Just taking a moment here to reset our spine. Taking a deep breath in and a deep exhale out. Coming back onto our knees, hip width apart, placing our hands on our lower back again. As you inhale, lengthening your spine, engaging the core muscles. Exhale, begin arching back. If it's in your practice, reaching one hand at a time towards your ankles. Pushing your heart towards the sky. And if it feels comfortable, leaning your head back. Breathing deeply here. When you're ready to come out of the posture, reaching back for your lower back and slowly rising back up. When you're ready, sitting down onto your ankles, we're going to come into a restorative child's pose. Resting your chest onto your thighs, and your arms along your sides. Breathing deeply into your back body. Feeling each inhale create expansion in space. With every exhale, release and let go. Allowing ourselves to surrender. Allowing ourselves to accept where we were in that posture. To feel completely loved by ourselves. I'm going to come up here and just come into a gentle twist. Inhale, reaching the arms up overhead. Exhale, left arm reaches over for the right thigh, right arm behind, looking over your right shoulder. Deep breath in here. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, reaching over for your left thigh and looking over your left shoulder. As you breathe deeply, let your breath be a reminder of the love and care that you deserve. Coming back, we're just going to flip our legs over and come down onto our back. Excuse me while I move my cat out of my way again. Bringing the knees into our chest, squeezing gently. I'm going to come into a figure 4. If this feels comfortable here for you, you're welcome to stay here. If you'd like to take a deeper hip stretch, just bring your hands through the leg and wrap behind the thigh. Keeping your shoulders gently on the ground. And feeling the space open up in the hip. Closing the eyes and beginning to relax here as we cool down. Lowering your leg back down to the ground and switching and bringing your left ankle over your right thigh. Making sure to keep your foot flexed here just to protect our knee joints. Breathing in and breathing out. Being grateful for ourselves for coming into practice today. We're going to extend those legs back out in front of us. Keeping the right knee bent, crossing it over the body and opening up the right arm to the side. Just begin to twist the leg over to the left side and gaze over to your right fingertips. A gentle supine twist here. Keeping that right shoulder on the ground. And if you find that it's coming off the ground, you may have gone too deep and just pull back out a bit. Extending the right leg out and bringing the left leg over to the right side. Gazing over to our left fingertips. And just breathing here. You're welcome to use this time to take any final movements that your body might need before we come into our last corpse pose or Shavasana. And when you're ready, laying the legs out flat. If you'd like, you can grab a blanket or anything to make yourself comfortable here. Closing the eyes gently. As we come into our final resting pose, Shavasana, I'd like you to find this to be a comfortable space. Your eyes closed. Taking a deep breath in together, filling up your lungs with fresh air, and then exhaling slowly, releasing any tension. Bringing your attention to your heart center, the place where love and compassion reside. Imagine a warm, radiant light at the center, slowly expanding with each breath you take. As you continue to breathe deeply and steadily, repeat these affirmations to yourself. I am worthy of love and happiness. I love and accept myself just as I am. I am deserving of self-care and self-compassion. I release any self-judgment or doubt. I am worthy of love and happiness. I love and accept myself just as I am. I am deserving of self-care and self-compassion. I release any self-judgment or doubt. Feel the warmth and light in your heart center, growing stronger with each affirmation. Let it wash away any self-criticism or negativity you may be holding on to. Visualize this loving energy spreading throughout your body, from your heart to every cell. Imagine it enveloping you like a comforting embrace. Now take a moment to think of something you genuinely appreciate about yourself. It could be a talent, a quality, or an accomplishment. Focus on this positive aspect and let it fill you with the sense of self-love and gratitude. As you continue to breathe, expand this feeling of self-love beyond yourself. Send it out to the people in your life, and even to those who you may have conflicts with. Imagine this love healing and connecting you to others. Take a few more deep breaths, savoring the sensation of self-love and acceptance. And know that you can return to this whenever you need a reminder of your worthiness and self-compassion. As we close our practice today, remember that this self-love is always within you, and carry it with you beyond the mat today and wherever you go.